But the caller's original question was, are we disappointed with Samurai not being a tank?
Oh, yeah.
And I think I am. I think I would have liked to see an evasion-based tank just to see how that ends up operating. I'm definitely less interested in picking up and playing Samurai knowing that it's a DPS and not a tank. If it was a tank, I would have definitely tried it out. I don't think it would have overtaken, I guarantee you it would not have overtaken Dark Knight. But I could see if it's cool, if it's like if some of the gear is cool, if I like the animations, and if it's fun to play, it may be my DPS main. Because right now my DPS main is Dragoon, so it's not
I've never
like
seen you even play Dragoon.
No, I don't. But I'd consider leveling it. I'd consider leveling it.
Well, should we talk some more about Samurai then?
Like long before I would consider leveling Red Mage.
That's
Red
fair.
Mage is the best.
Shut up, you dumb fuck.
Wow. Rude.
You dumbass.
Stop
Better.
it. So, yeah, let's talk Samurai. By the way, thanks for the call, Hanzo. We appreciate it. If you want to call Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord.
Yeah, so
we'd love to hear from you.
The first thing I'd like to say is thank you so much, Square Enix, for not tacking it on to Ninja Gear. Oh, now what I really like about this whole thing, right, is, all right, so it's a DPS. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure that Nika said she hopes it's not a DPS because otherwise she's going to like mess up her static because she wants to main it.
That's what I'm really happy
On top of that, she now has to compete with Senpai over gear.
That's right.
Oh, isn't that so
okay, no,
great?
hold on. I'm
What?
pretty sure she's not going to change from Paladin.
I don't think that even if she wanted to, I don't think that her static would let her unless there's somebody else who's on a DPS that's willing to step into her role as tank. But even then, even if she does do that, yeah, she now has to compete with Senpai for gear, and I feel like because he's been a monk longer, he gets seniority over gear.
Well, he's also a guy, so of course he's going to get gear over someone with a vagina.
Right? I don't know. I don't think she's going to be able to main it. I don't think she's...
No.
Yeah, on top of the fact that she has to, like, she's their tank, and even if she went Samurai, now they have a gear discrepancy, and she would take longer to get gear. Nah, I don't think she gets to play Sam.
And you know what? I bet Samurai's probably going to be like harder to play, and let's be honest.
Remember how quickly she dropped Black Mage?
Yeah.
I mean, I
how
like
terrible she is at Ninja. She's not going to be able to play Samurai.
Yeah,
Come on.
I love the notion that this is really going to end up like messing up her her raid static, and her raid static is really going to give her pressure to keep playing as a tank.
Hold on. I think Square Enix just did us a favor.
Because it's like her version of FF11 all over again. She loved Samurai, but she never got it. She was never allowed to play it.
Square Enix was on a whole nother level. We didn't want them to introduce Samurai so we could keep making fun of her, but they're like, no. What if we introduce Samurai, but she can never play it?
That's way funnier.
Yoshi. Oh, Yoshi, you clever bastard.
No, what if they go next level? Like, Nika finds a way to actually play Samurai, except the problem is Samurai
It's worse than Machinist.
It's complete garbage. They want them less than monks and machinists.
This is brilliant.
Oh man,
This
Square
is
Enix.
brilliant.
Square Enix, the power is in your hands now. You've taken away the ability for us to troll her with not having Samurai in the game, but you could take this to a whole nother level. Please.
You have to do this, Square Enix.
Now,
Square Enix, please.
The only worry I have was Ninja was the first new DPS that they added, right? And it was overpowered at first. And then they came out with Machinist, and it was obviously super underpowered. So if the trend continues, it's also a Far Eastern job, so...
And we know how good Far Eastern jobs are. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be a balance, though, right? Like, you've got to balance the equation. If one of them's really good, then the other one has to be really bad.
Yeah, but we have two DPS this time, so Red Mage has got to be really, really good because it looks awesome. Samurai has got to be the balancing factor, which means it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
And can we talk about how the animations look? Can anyone else say letdown?
You know, I have to say that Samurai back in 11, and you're right, super cool. It had like the whole like Shogun type like aesthetic going on, like everything that they had.
God.
But it was also like there was no there was no like city or culture to attach it to or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like I almost kind of don't like the fact that there's an entirely Far Eastern aesthetic city that this is all originating around, because like having to go to Bastook and learn it from someone who it was a martial trait that was passed down through through families and generations and stuff like that. That was much more of a compelling narrative point than I think.
Wait,
like,
was it not tied to Ergen eventually?
Don't think so.
No.
Where did
Don't
it
think so.
originate from?
There was still the far east.
Oh, which we never.
I never finished Adolin. If they did flesh that out, I don't know about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wasn't it like Alan's?
You're not just like salty because Dark Knight has nothing but some aura sitting in the middle of nowhere.
I absolutely am. I absolutely am. I'm sorry. Like, wait a minute. So Ninja and Samurai get an entire section of the map
And
to
Monk.
call to
And
fucking have. The focus on them, but what is a Dark Knight's just some dude that hangs out in a bar in
Look at
fucking
what you're doing.
Ishgard?
Look at what you're doing.
Aw.
You're being all emo and complaining. You're channeling Dark Knight. It's so meta.
It's so stupid.
It's so meta.
That's so fucking dumb.
This is exactly what they want you to do. This is your legacy.
Get fucked.
He's so salty.
But I mean, like,
If you
it
want-
really, dude, it sucks. I think, like, Dark Knight, like, there's not much identity that comes along with Dark Knight. It's like this thing that happens, and then it's like no one ever mentions Dark Knights as a force, but like you get tons of mentions of dragoons and monks as like these sort of like cultural symbols.
And ninjas eventually.
Maybe when we go up to Ilsabard and we face this fucking giant Godzilla thing, maybe we have to call on the Dark Knights to help us.
Fuck off. I do want to figure out what that Godzilla. That's really fascinating.
You know what?
That's really fascinating.
That's Hengar.
Okay, so does anyone like how the fact that Samurai...
He's walking out. That's what Hengar has become. He's gone. Okay, go ahead.
Do you like the armor aesthetic?
No, I don't. No, I think
Samurai?
it's a step down. I mean,
It looks
I feel like they
a
tried
wandering
to.
hobo in a bathrobe carrying a sword. That's what
Auron?
samurais are.
It's Auron.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I feel like
He doesn't even have like alcohol to like bring him up though.
I feel like this is aimed more at like the Ronin aesthetic, like dishonored samurais, right? Than it is actual like samurais. Like I'm telling you, FF11 when they had like the more armored aesthetic, like the Shogun armor and stuff like that, I thought that was freaking cool as heck. But they can't do that anymore because it shares the same armor with Monk. So going forward, you're not going to get any more like armored type of stuff that actually looks like Samurai Shogun stuff because Monk has to be able to wear it too. The only way that they might be able to do it is if they introduce some type of new like AF tome gear sort of stuff, but it's always been shared since AF. That was the only time it's all been separated, and since then it's all been shared stuff. So yeah, I think from now on, samurais are basically just going to be monks with swords. Like aesthetic wise,
I'm really not feeling the armor design that they have for the guy, and also his haircut makes him look like he is about to walk into Hot Topic.
Yeah. Jux actually thought that it was Derplander at first, and I'm like, no, it can't be Derplander. He's
just
a
like,
monk.
I had a thought. I'm like, Derp? No.
It's definitely not Derplander.
Now, let's see if we can't, suss out how combat's going to work for it. Because the ways that they described it, chaining combos together, that hit me as Monk, okay? And then because they have these three sword styles where they flower, moon, and snow, sorry, but that says to me ninja. So it's like this weird mix of like ninja move type deals that sort of combos together like Monk ones, and then they get combo points.
It's like they're trying to copy off Ninja. That's what I feel.
It definitely feels like they're encroaching on Ninja here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't like the animations at all. It's like you're just
It's so
flashing.
weeby. It's so weeby. Like I'm waiting for the fucking cherry blossoms. You know what I mean? Like I'm waiting for that. Just like they just seem so. Ugh.
One of the things that I like most about Ninja,
Because one of the forms is fucking flower form or some shit like that.
flower form. One of the things that I like about Ninja and Monk as well is that the aesthetic in the actual combat and moveset design isn't in the effects that happen after, like, the explosions or the flowers or the sparkles, whatever. It's in the actual moves that they make, right? Like, ninjas do some really sweet stuff.
Yeah.
But when you have giant weapons like that, like, people tried to tell me, oh, Dragoon moves look cool, wait till you get this move, and it's all just the same. You just thrust and you get a different sparkly explosion piece of crap.
Yeah, which is why clearly Ninja is the most superior job, because we can change things together and all of our shit looks good.
Yes, Juxta, that's a given, though. Look, as much as I want to sit here and blow Ninja, this is about shaming Samurai, okay? I mean, you can hear it in the hype of the room when they finally announced Samurai. I think the biggest sentiment, what's really cool, is what I think outweighs the people being like, oh yeah, Sam is here, Sam hype, is the amount of people that are like, that was like the safe choice, like the safe bet,
Yeah.
right? That didn't surprise anyone.
Right. Exactly.
Okay,
And by the way,
hold on. Let's not take away how awful Samurai actually is. Did Red Mage surprise anybody? No.
No, not really. But there
How
was a lot
hype
of.
was it?
It was hype.
It was pretty hype.
Maximum hype. Samurai just sucks.
No,
Let's
look.
be honest.
Hang on. First of all, the Sam Raimi
Oh God.
connection is quite possibly still
The stupidest thing.
Even though it's coming from Yoshi P himself, dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's just fucking so stupid. There's no way around that. Sam Raimi, go fuck yourself. That's dumb as dumb can be. So now that we have that established.
Leave it to the fucking weeaboos to figure out that shit day one.
Exactly. Just makes me cringe. It's that bad. And I love all the people who piped up on Twitter afterwards and was like, no, don't flash back. Was like, oh, haha, look at you guys. You look how dumb you look. Like, of course it was going to be Samurai. Like, that's the sort of the dumb. Like, what do you expect us to do? Come out here and go, hey, we all think it's Samurai. Good night. Have a nice night. You know what I mean? Like, that's not much of a fucking show. You guys get off on the speculating that we do, and then you want to try to rub it in our faces when the speculation, the wild speculation that we throw out there is wrong.
You're going to try to make fun of us for entertaining you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It still should have been mime.
What?
I don't know. We should have been mime.
He wanted to be mime.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why should it have been mime?
Because mimes are cool. Because we haven't seen a mime in an MMO ever before. Do you
That's
need
true.
Do you need a better reason than that?
That's actually true.
Because I want
just
Yoshi P to work for my fucking $15 a month. God damn it.
You pay more than 15, don't you?
Why do you got to bring that up?
Let's
every time, man.
Let's go back to our phone lines and talk to